Hey everyone, this is Sailor, and this video is going to be about my dolls and their personality and a bit about their character. I'm not going to go into super detail. I'll have a separate video for each doll later on. Not sure when that will be, and then I plan on doing 10 facts videos about them as well. Before I go into anything about my characters, let me tell you about where my dolls are at the moment, like where they're sitting. This is actually a diorama I made a while back when I only had Ivan. Let me show you. Here's his little bed, and then here's his little dresser with his dinosaur and his bottle, and his pony has fallen off of it somewhere. And then pay no attention to my computer in the background. There's that. This is actually just his room. The other dolls don't even belong in the same universe, but I thought it would be neat to pose them because I currently do not have theirs finished. It's a work in progress, like a few things. And right now, all I have is my finished dolls in here. My other doll, Thrush, is still in pieces, or getting worked on, and my elf doesn't have a body yet, so she's just a floating head. So let's get into this. We'll go in chronological order of who I got first. What doll I got first. We'll start with this little guy. He was the first doll I got, and his name is Ivan. He is 8 or 9. I haven't just tacked down the exact age, but he's in between that range of age, 8 or 9. He does not live in the same universe as either of these. He lives in a odd modern fantasy universe. Let me explain a little further. I mean a modern fantasy universe it's like our modern day technology and etc. But there's a little bit of magic and different races, such as you can see he's an elf. I got the idea for the modern fantasy universe from a comic book that for the life of me I cannot think of right now. That's also where I got the name for her turtle. But yeah, he has 2 sisters, both half sisters, who are one sister from his mom and one sister from his dad. One is a full-blooded elf and one is a human. Sorry for the shaky camera-ness. I do have dolls for those. However, they are not BJDs. They are live dolls. If anyone remembers what those are, let me bring one of them onto camera, which I've never actually showed. I don't know if she'll show up very well. That's his human sister. I may eventually make those into BJDs, but for now I really like them the way they are. They were the first dolls I ever really got into as far as customizing and stuff, but like I said, I'll go into that in a later video. A little bit about his personality. He is very mischievous and a bit of a butthead. He's very attention-grabbing. He wants all the attention in the room and, isn't afraid to act stupid or silly or cry to get attention. He's very much has, for an 8-year-old, wants everything his way and, refuses to bend to anything. Like, if you put him in something he doesn't want to wear, he won't wear it. That kind of stuff. And that's more of the doll's temperament as well. For the life of me, I could not get him to fit some of the clothes that I had for him, or his hair, his original wig, so, But that's a little bit about him, a little basest about him. And now on to the kitty family. This is the center of the cat family. Freya. A little information, I suppose, about her as a character concept. And a lot of my future dolls, most of the dolls I want, and the doll I bought my friend, and the doll I just bought, which is I'll explain later, are the characters came from LARP characters. For those of you who don't know what LARP is live action role play. Google it. It's actually very fun and very interesting. They are either the dolls I'm going to get are either current LARP characters that I have already played, currently playing, or are going to play. Freya was a concept I came up with a long time ago for one game, and then she's going to be played in my friend's game that she is making. So that gives you a little information about concept characters and worlds and etc. I hope. But yeah, Freya is, like I said, a character that I'm going to play. She was not originally a cat. None of the cats were originally cats. They were originally other races and then died, and their souls went into human body, or into, not human, went into bodies of animals that morphed into, which transformed the animals into these anamorphic creatures. And it's not just animals that that souls can go into, like dolls, human constructs like golems and robots, etc. That kind of thing. And plant life and stuff. But yeah, that's a little bit about the race of the character. Because in the game, there's no insert animal here race. It's insert anything you want to. But yes, a little bit about Freya, now that I've explained her race and where she's from. Freya is very cat-like. Very, very much cat-like. Unapologetically cat. Which, obviously, because she's a cat person, but more so than most. Like, if someone was to say, throw a ball of yarn in the middle of a building where she would not hesitate to jump at it. She's also, at times, very childlike, and can sometimes be a little childish. She is a doll maker, fun enough, although I don't have any dolls for her yet, because I haven't found anything that will scale down. Mature for her age, I guess would be what I'm saying. But that's Pico. And let's move on to my new one, who looks really, really bright on camera. A lot brighter than she actually does in real life. Like, in the camera, it looks like she's glowing. But, this is my new doll, who is a, Freya in Electric Marmalade. Her name is Ophelia. She is an Awoken as well. She, as of right now, has no relationship to these two before she was an Awoken. However, she took them in when they were Awoken. Ophelia is very over the top, very dramatic, very lavish, loves, as you can tell by the way she's dressed, loves parties and drinking and fun and money and high society, and that's just the kind of, person she is. I'm still working on how she gets into their story, but she is part of their story, but I'm still working on that. But, that's a little bit about what I have for her so far. And then I'll get into further detail about that later on. But for now, I suppose that's it for everyone that I have finished. Thrush isn't finished, so I'm not going to tell you guys anything about him because I don't really have him completely worked out either. But this video is getting very long and very rambly, so I'm going to cut it off here. And I'll talk to you guys later.